Hello, welcome to my segment on Palantir. We're going to be talking about why I'm so super bullish on the stock, even though I'm looking for a market turn down. As you have seen in my previous weeks, I've been talking about that we are getting very close to a market sell-off slash crash on the not too far distant horizon. So today is July 10th, 2024. It's about noon Eastern time as I bring you this, and I'm just going to go over why I like Palantir right now. The setup looks fantastic. I think the fundamental aspect of Palantir, it is a laggard. That has lagged all the AI, although it is up about 58% for the year. I think there's a much higher ways to go. So without further ado, here is the disclaimer. Pause it, read it. If you agree, please move forward. And of course, my shameless plug on x.com at Galaxydoc Market. And we have a lot of great things that we post there that you may not see on my YouTube videos, or if you're not part of the membership. All right, so let's get right into this. I like Palantir. It's fundamentally and technically bullish, despite the fact that we're at all-time highs. And I'm not saying go out and buy this week's expiring contracts, but it is at a point where it is breaking out, and it's basically something that I just want to get out to everybody so that you could think about what it is that I see, and maybe take some action on it. Not financial advice. But it is something that is important. Now, real quick, I'm not going to belabor the point of Palantir or the virtues of Palantir. On February 5th, they reported the earnings, and of course, they reported EPS of 0.03, estimate was 0.04. They were off a little bit, they missed by a penny, but the revenue keeps growing, and you got to look at why their revenue keeps growing. And of course, on May 6th, they reported earnings, and they basically matched the earnings report estimates. But again, their revenue is growing. And why? It doesn't look like anything really big. Well, you have to consider the fact that because of the geopolitical instability around the world, Palantir is heavily involved with the U.S. Army for employing AI for big data crunch and predictability. And so it is a big deal. But they are venturing in now with Oracle, with their Foundry network, into the financial and commercial area that has been heavily dominated by other companies like IBM and Amazon. And so we want to look at it and see where the opportunities are. And this is significantly down. This is the only stock that really has been taking it on the chin. It is a laggard, and all the leaders are kind of churning right now and ready to turn. The market's going to be starting to look at these laggards. Okay, so let's see what I'm talking about. So this is the under the radar AI play. Oracle collaboration is a game changer that nobody seems to be pricing in. Well, actually, the Wall Street is beginning to price it in, but the retail probably hasn't seen it yet. Foundry and AI integration for commerce is a big game changer because largely Palantir, love it or hate it, a lot of people think this is basically a kind of the military, the CIA, DARPA kind of a stock that's kind of in the dark areas, right? But we are getting into this Oracle collaboration and into the commerce, into the banking sector, and their technology is big. It's big in big data, AI, and military intelligence and analytics. And it's not just this anymore. And they are rising revenues, and profit margins are growing. And I think this next earnings, I believe it'll run up. And like I told you, I do expect a correction coming ahead. We are at all-time highs, but I don't think it's going to be long-lived. I think it's going to be sharp. It's going to scare the bejesus out of everybody. It's going to set up for a fantastic long situation. So let's look at what's going on with Palantir. Let's start with the daily, and then we'll move forward up ahead. Here's basically what I've got. I think it's a beautiful cup and a handle on the daily. We got RSI basically is bullish. We have some negative divergence forming a little bit, but I think we're going to go much higher. We are breaking above this cup and a handle on the daily. There's a cup and a handle on the daily. There's a cup and a handle, as I'll show you, on the weekly. This red line is really the area of resistance. If it breaks there, it's going to be clear sailings way above there. And if you want to learn more about the target price and what I think, I'll give you at least a target one before this is over. Let's look into the other ones. MACD histogram is growing. MACD is directional. CCI is kind of flat right now, but I believe it'll continue to go higher. It's kind of in that strong zone, not yet overbought. There is a little bit of a bearish cross into stochastic, so I think on any type of pullbacks, if you're going to play this with options, you got to buy more time. Obviously, on the PPO ADX, it looks fairly bullish. I think there's going to be a little bit a potential correction along the way, but if it does, that's the cue to buy. Accumulations, look, it's being accumulated, folks. And then of course on the ATR, if this starts to break up higher, I believe this is going to move higher. Let's look at the weekly, and weekly looks fantastic. Okay, so weekly, we've got a nice little cup formation, right? Within a cup. Well, it's a big, nice cup and a handle, right? Cup and a handle. Our RSI looks fantastic. Okay, so longer term, even on any temporary pullback, it's going to keep retesting into the 26 to 26 area, 27 to 26, 28 area. And once it breaks above, it's going to go seriously. It's going to have some altitude on this. CCI is, a little negatively divergent right now and in the overbought condition, but it doesn't mean it's super overbought. It just means that if any type of pullbacks, it has, it's going to be a cue for you to accumulate this. Okay, either by stocks or by puts. I mean, not puts, calls, guys, calls, not puts. Had a Joe Biden moment there. All right, so and the PPO ADX, I love the way it's set up on the weekly. Okay, and we're beginning to break out. This is a bullish cup formation on the PPO ADX. It's telling you that it is ready with given the right circumstances. And if we do get a little corrective phase, this is a point where you want to add, maybe start a pilot position now. Accumulation distribution has been on the negative side, right? It's been on the negative. We just broke out from there. Okay, and then of course ATR has been flat. Once it breaks up higher, I believe it's going to move higher. So that's kind of what I have. I wanted to bring this out to you and make sure that you're thinking about this. So follow us at Galaxydoc Market and like us, share us if you like this video. Oh, I said one of the first target is going to be 29.98 to about 30.50. Okay, and I think that's going to be in the short term. But again, I do expect a market pullback that's coming. So if you like my content, please subscribe. If you want to learn more about joining our community, okay, you got to email me at coachbrandon@protonmail.com and schedule a consultation, see if we're going to be a good fit to join this. And I thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helps. Let's get some alpha. All right. Bye-bye.